Welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network podcast, where our mission is to support, educate, and promote informative content relative to the union labor community. For more information, a calendar of events, and union news and updates, you can visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and follow us on all social media platforms by searching ULA Network and or the Union Labor Advisory Network. And now, on to the show.
Hello and welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network. I'm Mike Fina. Today I'm extremely proud and privileged to have Suzanne Beatty from CWA 1180 with us today at the 2023 ABA holiday event. So Suzanne, thank you very much for taking the time, sitting down with me today, and to learn a little bit more about your background, history, and experience with the local. You could share with the audience, tell us about your history.
Well, thanks for having me, Mike.
My pleasure. Thank you for sitting with me.
Well, I've been with Local 1180 for 27 years now. I think that's right, 27. I started in 1996. I came in after I had received my master's degree from Fordham University. I was running and developing I had first done psychosocial rehabilitation programs for diverse populations and done that for many years. And then I had worked on, as a social worker, focusing my attention on various specific groups. And I had decided that I liked working with seniors. So I had decided to move into, when I saw the opportunity to move to Local 1180, I took it.
That's great. Now, how many members are at 1180 today that you work with?
Well, for the retirees, I work with almost about 7,000. The number fluctuates and has fluctuated over the years, but runs between about 5,000 to 7,000, I'd say.
And in your role today, tell me, how does it work? Like, do members come to you, like from a service standpoint? Just give me a little bit of maybe a day in the life of Suzanne and how you're working with the local.
Oh, okay. Well, for the retiree division, what we did was the union wanted to come up with a program that really met the diverse needs of retirees after they retired from the workforce. They found out that people didn't really just decide to, when you stop working, you think that you know what you're going to do, or you think, oh, when I retire, I will fill in the blank. Everyone has an idea. But they found that lots of people, there were still lots of gaps in what their needs were, and they felt that the union was a place that could provide a lot of those services that were missing. And so they looked at developing a program in a department that would really focus on working on the emotional, psychological, educational, and recreational and social needs that affected people, in addition to the benefits and the need for really more explanation related to their benefits in retirement. So that's where I stepped in.
Wow. So then they call you from the fund office or at the local, set up an appointment with you and just say, this is what I'm doing right now. I've retired. How could you help? Or could you direct us into these particular positions, or guide us through, I guess, retirement and different roles?
Yes and yes. So I'd say yes, they do that, but then also a bit more than that is that what I did is I worked on designing an entire program I worked on group dynamics in social work. So I really worked on not looking at individual needs, that's one kind of work, but another one is working on people as a group, because group dynamics are very different than individual dynamics and how people work individually. So as a group, what happens is people as a group need to be educated. They need to understand their benefits. We talked about, we worked on working on an online, especially COVID happened, so I can actually think about what's happened more recently is this COVID. So we worked on getting an online program designed for them and teaching the retirees how to go online and how to learn about working with Zoom and being online, because the whole technology was something that they had no idea on how to use, so educating them on that. But it's also recreational programs and events, benefit meetings, educational seminars. We've done language classes. We've taught them how to knit, how to speak Hebrew, Spanish, German, and French. We've had all of these classes. We've brought them swimming and done things related to their physical fitness, because that was a gap that needed to be met. We've had small and large group meetings where they would do book club to restaurant club and everything in between, because again, the idea is to get them out and get them active and keep them involved. One reason is for their own mental health and well-being, but another one is that when you have an active and involved force, you can also call upon them, and they're really still involved in the union, and they want to make calls and promote the union and feel supported by the union, and in turn support the union.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That really is, and that's, when you look at the benefits that you get as a union member and that family that's connected to you, it is a union family. That's the way you look at it. And the services provided by those benefit funds are true, really, incredible benefits. So when you look at from non-union to union, and you look at not only the pay scale, but those particular benefits that the fund office and the locals really look to put together, it really, there's no comparison really. And it's really exciting to see that you have all those particular offerings at CWA 1180. I'm excited to work with you and Damien and some of the other crew in the executive board, with Gloria, Arthur as well. He was an honoree last year at this ABA event, this function. And you guys are just spearheading a lot of really great programs and supporting your members in great ways. And I'm happy to share that message and really, be a voice and really support labor in the best way possible.
Well, we appreciate that too.
Yeah.
They become so isolated. When people retire, you take for granted just the opportunity you have to talk with other people when you go out to work every day. Most people just think of it as a grind, but when you don't have that anymore, it's actually a real sense of loss. And so the union actually provides that opportunity to come back into the fold, get involved. If you don't want to be involved, it's because you don't want to be involved, not because there's nothing to do. It's
That's
because
right.
you choose not to do it. But there's like lots of happenings and many opportunities. And if nothing else, just that opportunity to be educated about your benefits. When you were at work, when you asked a coworker, hey, do I get, family leave? Do I get this? Do I get that? But when you're retired, you say, who do you go to? Well, my Medicare is messed up. I don't know who to call. Those kinds of calls, those are the things that come into the union and come to me. And that's where we try and educate people so that they're not waiting for a problem to happen, so that we can be proactive with them.
That's great, and it really makes me feel proud to know organizations like yourself and the benefits that you're providing to those particular members. And again, with the ULA networks, really try to educate the masses about those particular benefits, the services that you provide, and really just the goodwill, of the collective union bargaining opportunities that are there. And again, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm thankful for all that you do for your members. And again, just when you talk about education is such a vital piece of the pie too, because you look at, do those members know all the benefits that they're getting?
Yes.
And then contact you and say, well, are you utilizing these particular services to enhance your life or your career or your retirement?
Correct.
And again, these particular platforms allow people to be educated, share those experiences and those benefits. And I'm really just, again, proud to meet you today, and thank you for all that you do.
You're very welcome. I'll just sort of add in there that the union provides so many terrific benefits, but if you just get a benefit booklet in the mail and you're expected to read and understand it and utilize it, that just doesn't happen that way. People don't act that way.
That's right.
But the online meetings that we put out every week, we say you just join in, you want to know about your eyeglass benefit, there's a meeting on Monday. You want to know about your dental, there's a meeting next week. And we just have them continuously so that they can join at any time. So thank you again for having me also.
Your pleasure. Thank you for all you do, and look forward to seeing and meeting you and being by your local in the future as well.
Thank you.
Got it.
Okay.
Take care. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Union Labor Advisory Network podcast. To stay in the loop, we ask that you please visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and sign up for our newsletter, where we send you updates relative to the union labor community directly to your inbox. Thank you for supporting labor, and we'll see you next time.